Okay, everyone, I have some problems going on in my life that this whole situation has created because I support Charles publicly. The FBI, while I was in Florida, came and ransacked the vacation home that I was out staying in, and it was a Gestapo. It wasn't just knocking at the door trying to answer questions. I mean, these guys had assault rifles, the full body armor on, the whole shebang. And the family that I was with did not know anything about this. To make a long story short, they wanted to know what I knew about Charles and when the last time I saw or spoke to him was. I told them the information, and now, ever since then, the feds have been on my ass. I've been followed. I had another run in with them just a few days ago where I was out in Round Rock, Texas. And this time they had the local sheriffs and the police surround my vehicle. Um, and basically that's detaining me. It's because I would not get out of my vehicle. They demanded for me to get out of my vehicle. I would not. And they wanted to talk to me, is all they kept saying. They had no warrant and they had no jurisdiction. So I refused to talk to them. I've already talked to the FBI, told them what I knew in Florida. Finally, after about 45 minutes, they let me go. And ever since then, still, they keep following me. I just found out, went all the way out to McKinney, Texas, and spoke with my family. They went inside my parents' house, looked all around the house, looking for I don't know what, because Charles Dyer was collected yesterday morning at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So what the problem is now is this. It's that I have been collecting information since this whole thing started and witnessing the type of force that the FBI was going to use against Charles if they had found him. And I have some conversations that I recorded that involve the district attorney, the federal agent Ken Western, and the sheriff McKinney out of Oklahoma. And that's what they want. They want me to hand over what I have and shut up. And this evidence that I have is going to help expose the corruption and with his entire trial and all the evidence that they have been saying they have. It doesn't have any, it can't stick. And so I have evidence of corruption, and now they're trying to come after me and say that I was aiding and abetting a fugitive, is what I'm assuming. And they have not let up on me, and they have Charles in custody. I don't know if they talked to him and intimidated him and to say something that wasn't true. I don't know if, because he said that they interrogated him for many hours, and maybe he said something out of duress or out of just exhaustion. He told me had a high fever and he wasn't well, and all these things. So I don't know what's been said, but I have not aided and abetted a fugitive. All I've done is publicly and openly support this man, and I'm trying to expose the corruption. That's the problem. They've spent a lot of money on me. They've spent a lot of time this past 2 weeks following me, harassing me without warrant and without jurisdiction. And now they've gone all the way to my mother and father's house in McKinney, Texas. And they want to talk to me. Talk to me about what? Y'all have Charles Dyer. Okay? So they want something to justify all the money, since the feds didn't catch him themselves, since the sheriff's department did, and this county out in Fort Bend County, the feds don't get the credit for it. So I am assuming they want something to make it look like all this was not a waste of time. That's why they're still coming after me, and that's not right. Okay, so I'm just letting you all know what's been going on. And the people that came out to Florida, I mean, these guys were not playing. They had the whole place surrounded. They blocked off the neighborhood. They sent in about 15 of these fully armored, fully fully armed and full body armor SWAT guys, like the Gestapo, throughout this entire house, and they bullied their way in. They did all this without a warrant. They made the people that I was with, they pulled one of the families that left early that day, or that morning, like at 3:30 in the morning. They left early to come back to Texas. They pulled this family over, had them on the side of the highway for an hour and a half, guns drawn, and they made him lie and call his father, so his father would then open the front door. They made him say to his father that he had a flat tire and that he needed help. And this made the father get up, got his wife up. They were walking out the front door. This is like 4 o'clock in the morning. And they were greeted with assault rifles in their faces, and the FBI shoving 2 pictures of myself and Dyer up in their face, asking if they knew either of us. And then they said, we need to come inside and make sure they're not inside. So they came inside, found me sleeping on a top bunk, pulled me off of it, handcuffed me immediately, pulled me outside all the way up to an FBI car, and starts questioning me, but they tell me I'm not under arrest. Now you tell me, what kind of shit is that? So this is the kind of shit I've been dealing with ever since. They have not let up on me, and it's getting ridiculous. And the only thing I can think of is that they want to have something for all this wasted money and time that they've dumped into this now. They want something, and they're trying to stick it on me. So I just want you guys to know the truth, and it's only because I support him publicly and because I have evidence against them to show the corruption of what's going on really with this entire trial and this case. So I'm going to try to get this out there before they get me. And if they get me, I hope you guys will help be my voice. Now, I hope they don't, but let's just hope God's on my side. And I'll get back with you all later today. Thank you.